to drive back from the cabin this morning. Got up at 4:18 a.m. So that was pretty gnarly. Got to go for a walk. Got to chill in the hot tub with my brother and talk about goals for 2026. Got to do a little bit of writing. Got to watch Shark Tank with my dad. Got to clean up a little bit. Got to pack. And it was a pretty chill experience. One of my favorite people, Jeffrey R. Holland, passed away today. And, just an hour before I woke up today. And I was very humbly reminded from that, this man that has lived a very dynamite, on fire life for Christ his whole life, who has cast aside any vain ambition or anything he's ever had that has gone in the way of his discipleship. He's cast that to the side and sought to proclaim his testimony of Christ every day he's been alive and everything of that nature. He was a special witness for Jesus Christ, one of the 12 apostles in the last little bit, and he passed away. So my point is that even with all those wonderful things he was doing, he did not escape physical death. It was something that is going to come for all of us. And so I don't know, I've been really feeling so much lately what Alex Hormozy said, so I probably need to listen to him more, of there's so much time it takes to do something very, very, very well. And so the number of things you're going to get to do in this life is very, very limited in comparison to what you think you can do. You probably think, oh yeah, I can try one new thing a year. And it's like, yeah, you can do that. But to do like one thing at a very, very high, deep level, and I think as human beings and as children of God, and with some essence of him in us, like some essence of his divinity woven in our souls, there's something I personally want to go. I want to have a deep, meaningful life. I want to have deep, meaningful relationships. I don't want to have shallow relationships. I don't want to have anything that is ultimately a waste of time. I don't want that. And all I want is what Christ wants for me. And it's taken me time to get to this point, of course. And it's very tough because there's a lot of things in today's world where you can get it fast. But the thing with fast is there's usually a consequence. There's usually a consequence for it being fast. Doesn't always work how you would like it to. There might be some drawbacks. And again, this is another Alex Hormozy quote. If you have successful friends, if you have like really good successful friends, get used to hearing from them less because they're usually putting in work. They're usually doing stuff, man. I'm only on here on the trampoline chilling, looking at the trees and whatever else because this is it. Like, I had the thought to do this and I have like 1 or 2 days left at home. And so that's why we're here. And there you go. We're just kind of chilling. I mean, it's like we're in North Carolina and there's literally no snow on the ground or anything like that. We're just chilling. I mean, it's probably 50 degrees. So, but your time is limited. No matter what you think, you can think whatever you want. You can tell yourself whatever affirmation. You can tell yourself, I'm going to live until I'm 1,005. You can tell yourself that every single day you want. It's not going to change anything. But I'm going to live until I'm 1,005. I'm going to live until I'm 1,005. You can tell yourself that over and over and over. You can't change the biological chemistry of your body, of your being. How your body is designed is it's designed to die eventually. It's designed to decay. And so like I've experienced this in a small degree since my like early 20s where I seem to have like this endless energy. Adolfo, what's up? Amari, what's up? Hope you're well. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like you do not have as much time as you sometimes think. The one mind-blowing way, and this might make you feel a little sad too, it's like the reality is that you're going to spend like a third of your time asleep. So you look at next year, right? Look at next year, 365 days, right? Well, the reality is that you're going to be sleeping for probably 8 hours of every single one of those 365 days. So in reality, you're going to be spending like 100 days asleep. So you're going to be doing other stuff, obviously. But like you're going to be sleeping a lot too. So like during those 365 days, you're not going to be up every single, like all of those hours. Like you're going to be sleeping, like you're going to be doing other stuff. So like you really don't have as much time as you think. And I've had times where I look at the girl situation because it's like, oh yeah, this seems like it's never going to end. It's like, well, eventually it does. It's one of those things that like at some point it's just going to boom, it's just going to happen. And then all of a sudden, there you go. It's over. The single season's over. Like it's done. Obviously there's like a dating and a courtship period and stuff. But like generally, like I believe that once you meet a person that like you really see it going beyond the friendship level, you're going to just spend a lot of your time with them, if not all your time with them, a lot of your time with them, at least confiding in them and everything, getting to know them. And then it's just a different game. So it's like having a different game mode in a video game. It's like having all these new things you can do that you couldn't do before. So life is interesting right now. It's been relatively pretty quiet, and so it can seem like I haven't really made a ton of progress, and I think there is something to be said for that. Like at least financially, we're not really there right now. We're really not. But I'm learning stuff, I'm growing, and we're getting better at showing up, hence why we're doing this. And I have some people that genuinely want me to succeed and are doing things that are helping me succeed. I have over 1,000 people on my email list, so that's cool. I have a lot of these other things I've been doing. But ultimately, I look at 2026, I'm like, okay, well, I got to spend more time with people that are more future focused, not necessarily future focused, but future minded. Some people they're not thinking about the future at all. And that's going to bite them in the butt or wherever it bites them. It's going to bite them there. It's not going to be good. Bite them on the hand, whatever. It's not going to be good for them. And I've had times like that where I've chosen to stress about things that was literally a blink of an eye. You see how fast that was? Like boom. Like that's it. Like it was like it's like so bad. And then it's just over. Completely over, gone. And it's never coming back. It's like the Exodus 14 thing where it's like where Moses tells his people, it's like, guys, like the Egyptians are gone forever. Like it's over. Like you've seen God's hand reached out to you, and this is done. It's over. It's done. So I think that is a lot of life. It's like, okay, there will be times you're going to go through this deep, rough stuff. However, if you play your cards right and learn in the midst of that suffering, you won't be there for super long. You might be there for a little while, but you won't, that can't be like your being. Like that can't be where you end up. Like that it's an in-between thing. It's an in-between experience. So overall, it's like you got to stack up more cards in your favor. I'm going to be giving away like 35 books at this event I'm doing on Monday. And a lot of it's just going to be my email subscribers. And I'm going to autograph the books and give them away. And the idea is that with my notes and my autograph in these books, it will make it more valuable. And again, that's long term. Like obviously right now it doesn't change anything, but long term. So yeah, I was talking about this with a friend. Like if I had a book, if somebody was trying to buy a book 20 years in the future, like my Atomic Habits copy or something, and I was selling that, which currently I'm not, then they could put that on eBay or the equivalent, 40 years from now, and then be like, oh yeah, it's a Dallin Candland's copy of Atomic Habits, and it has some of its notes in it. So it's like if you're a fan of Dallin Candland, and you want this book, collector edition. Yeah, that's the fun stuff. I mean, the infinite game. Like when you literally take yourself from thinking like a loser does and thinking in a loser's game where it's like lose, I lose no matter what. And these things aren't working out and blah, blah, blah. When you take yourself out of that place and you let yourself ascend to something higher, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And this is very early for me. So very early. And at the same time, like, it's not very early. I've been doing this for a while. I have videos of testifying and talking about God from like 4 or 5 years ago. Around that. Like it's early, but it's also like, yeah. So anyway, we're just kind of chilling on the trampoline, hanging out. It's good. I read this quote today also from Jeffrey R. Holland about how he's seen many miracles and it usually happened when he least expected it. So that's kind of how it goes. I've been seeing that a lot. And it's really like, I don't need, it's like you don't need these miracles to satisfy you or to like help you out because you're doing okay. But they're so nice when they happen. And just being in that place of just taking a day at a time, moving forward. I mean, I've literally been up since 4 a.m., which is kind of gnarly, but I've just kept moving and I'm going to sleep like a king tonight. So, yeah, no, I don't know. It's tough, man, because you have all these feelings, you have all these things you want to do, and then you look at like the time available and you realize like, oh my gosh, like I have to be like so careful with this time. And it's so tempting to just sort of fall into social media stuff, and there's a lot of great stuff on there, but ultimately that's not moving your goals forward at all. Dude, this right here, like unless you're walking or doing something else or whatever, like this, like listening to me isn't actually moving your goals forward at all. I would hope that it's like helping you out or in some way, shape, or form. But like if you watched all the YouTube in the world, it would not make anything happen. Like it wouldn't send any emails for you. It wouldn't make any cold calls for you. It wouldn't write any words for you. It doesn't do anything for you. But what consuming content does do is it puts you in the vicinity and in the river flow of different people and what is going on in their minds and things of that nature. So that can give you an ideas, and that can be helpful. That can be a launching pad to getting other stuff done in your life. So it can be very helpful, and it can really speak to you. There's some people, you hear them talk and it's just like, wow, like I just want to hear this person talk more because they drop so much wisdom. And for me, I kind of had that experience when I first found Alex Hormozy's content a couple years ago, wherever I found his content. So anyway, we're just doing this every day, showing up. I think today's like day 15 or something of doing this every day. And you just have to be okay with like, you're going to have these like high vibe moments. Like this morning was a pretty high vibe moment of like running around and dancing and stuff this morning, early in the morning, and then going in the hot tub. That was fun. But then you also have days like moments like this where it's just kind of like, it's fun, it's chill, but it's not like anything crazy is happening. So you just kind of have to be okay with that. Continuing to show up. And I think another part too, it's like, I know that this is a game that I can win at and I can be really, really good at. However, it's a game that I also got to be willing to play for a long time. You got to be willing to show up for your 0 viewers. You got to be willing to just chat it up and be there just in case somebody shows up. Just in case somebody shows up that needs to hear what you have to say. I don't know if anybody, like anything's going to happen on this live stream. So far, really nothing's happened. There's been 4 chats and effectively nothing was really accomplished, but hopefully it might have made some difference in some way, shape, or form. Maybe, I don't know. But I showed up for me, and that's ultimately what a lot of this is about, showing up for you. So yeah, it's just, it's humbling. It really, really is, because there could be some huge miracle just a couple days away. And Satan would love for me to get stressed out and frustrated and upset at God or myself or whatever. And the reality, it's like, nah, dude, like this is the time like where the deck feels stacked against you, and God can come through in different ways. It doesn't mean God's going to show up with like a $10,000 bill or something, but it does mean he will show up in different ways, and you just have to be willing to completely give that to him. Completely. Give the story to him, give the storytelling to him, give the waiting season to him, give all these things to him, because he's the one who can do more things with it. And it really is humbling. There was a thought I was having actually a couple days ago. I'm trying to remember what it was. But I think it had something to do with like how God has had his eye on you for a really long time. And he remembers all these things about you and things that you did to help out other people and how you helped people to feel and how you were there for them. And there's something so beautiful about that. So there you go. Yeah. So, you know, that's that. I think obviously it's good to have some kind of progress that you make. It's obviously better if you have some kind of high leverage activity. Like for me, I need to get my newsletter out tonight because the party is on Monday and I need to need to get it out. It's funny because I did so much writing on it, and then I was thinking like this is so much like writing, like who's gonna read this? And it's like fine, but it's like the reality is I really just need to like trim it down and be like, okay, this is for this. I have this party coming up, blah blah blah. So yeah. Yeah, time be flying, man. Time be flying. I remember all these miracles I had when I was living at home, and now I'm just here visiting. Now I'm just a visitor. So I remember times where I'd be praying. I'm like, God, when are you going to get me out of my parents' house? And then it happened. And it's like, oh, okay, well, here we go. I love my parents. They're great. However, I know that I've always been meant to explore and do other things than live at my parents' house. So obviously subscribe, obviously like if you like the thing. That's how YouTube works. Like that's how this works. But it takes time. Raynon, you're in Brazil? What's up, dude? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. How's your English going? I really admire anyone that is trying to learn English or learn another language. I mean, it just opens up your world. It just opens up the world so much. And I think that's what God ultimately wants. He wants your world to be bigger and expanded and have more opportunities. And when you wake up, you have more clarity and you imagine and you believe and you see these things more and you're just looking with like a bigger perspective. And you want to be at a higher level. I speak a tiny bit of Spanish. Espanol. Me llamo Dallin. I take a couple of Spanish classes. I can teach at a very basic level for Spanish. Yo sé Jesucristo es mi Salvador. Yo sé Jesucristo es mi luz. Es el luz de la mundo. Yeah. I can do very basic. And I took Latin in high school. Yeah. But yeah, things are good, Bojack. I hope things are good for you too. I come on here to do a live stream for 30 minutes every day because I want to become a big motivational speaker in the future. And this is a great way to continuously reinforce that. Because if I can show up on here every single day, then, you know, like there's obviously it suggests you can do that with other things. So, and I think, oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember where I read this, but it's like with speaking, it's really one of those things you have to be on the ball, like really A+ mentality and just performance, like basically all the time. Like it can be really taxing. I have not I've done some church speaking, but I like to do like professional speaking in the future. We'll see how that goes. But that is something like you have to be really, really, really on the ball about with your energy because people can sense that, can get a sense of your energy, where you're coming from. Like everything that you think about, everything you see, everything shows up in your energy and how you interact with people. And that sounds crazy. You can obviously find healing and deliverance from certain things. However, like it's just better if you don't step into those dark places or do those darker things in the first place. I've been trying to widen my maximum opening in my jaw, eventually working towards 2 full fists. Wow, that's pretty wild. Yeah, I'm pretty content with where I'm at with that. I get what you're saying. It takes a lot of dedication. That's good. Yeah, that's good. There you go. I mean, it sounds like a complete troll, but we'll give you the benefit of taking the bridge because there's literally nobody else here. Because like fitting a full fist in your mouth is already like basically impossible. So fitting 2 fists in your mouth is basically like even more impossible. So anyway, gonna be getting some Chinese food with some family. It's one of those things where I'm literally flying back on Tuesday. It's like what the world's going on? I don't know. It's like life is picking up. It's one of those crazy things. Sometimes you have those seasons where life feels really slow and you're like, oh, this is taking forever. What am I doing? And then you have times where you know that God's helping you out and helping you have hope in the future and whatever. And then you have these times like right now Um, that's cool, Bo. That's cool. That's cool. I hope that goes great for you. Then there's these other things where it's like it's just going fast and boom, 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 things are happening. And you just have to cherish the moment because it's really, really, really short. I really don't want this next generation to waste a ton of their youth and adolescence and then get to their 20s and be like, "Oh gosh, like I didn't realize that all that time spent going to these parties or whatever was really just a waste of time." So, but that is what it is. Like you have to be willing to show up and put yourself out there even when you have effectively nothing, like when you're just starting out. Like I've been doing these live streams for a pretty good amount of time, but yeah, it's still very early. I mean, we have nobody here except the troll. So but he's a very nice troll, so that's fine. Yeah, we got 8 more minutes and then we're done for today. Yeah. You sound like it though. Do you understand what you're saying? I do like what you said about praying that God would open your mouth. Like I need that too to like talk to people. But I don't care about fitting a fist in my mouth, let alone two. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like this is short. This is short. Like I know I'm never gonna talk to you again, Bo, because you're just hopping in and that's it. I do wish you the best, genuinely. I don't think you've been very genuine. I don't think yeah. So it is what it is. I do wish you the best though. Well, like yeah, life is short. I think there's more important things than fitting a fist in your mouth, and I think praying to God about that is I don't know. I'm not one to judge, but I do hope things go well for you in your life. I really do. So I just don't really want to engage with it because like their energy you're giving off is very just not genuine. But of course, I could be wrong. Yeah. All right. We're kicking you out. I can only take so much. All right. I can only take so much. Hey SMM, what's up? It's just so temporary. Like you just can't let yourself be affected by low level behavior. You just can't. It's stupid. Um, time is so short. I just called him out on his garbage, and so he got upset. So there was zero genuineness in what he was saying. Then he had the nerve to insult me. Yeah. But that's what it is. You have to be willing to show up on the 0 day and the $5,000 day and the $50,000 day and the $5 million day. You must show up and seek to be the exact same person in all those situations. And even when you're single, you want to show up at the best possible level, just like you would want to show up at the best possible level when you're married. When you get married, you're not going to just magically flip a switch, you know, be like this macho, super amazing romantic guy. That's just not how it works. So you have to be willing to practice before the changes happen. And you got to be willing to put yourself out there and fight for it. So, yeah, it is what it is. End of the day, like, you really gotta, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's that. I mean, this whole stream has been a meme more or less. It's just like, but it's just temporary. Like this is it. So just jump on 30 minutes. See if I can get that newsletter done before heading over to family member's house, and that's kind of it. So yeah, I do think jumping on and just kind of doing this real quick is helpful for if I'm feeling kind of stressed out or just brains all over the place. So I probably need to do this more, like as far as like jumping on just just when I feel like I need to. Because I feel like this can help me get back on track. That's kind of my thought process. It's like if you're feeling off, then talking through things with people is helpful. In my life, although I have some people I could talk with things about, a lot of people, they don't return my calls or whatever, and that's fine. Like it all works out. Like God works it all out. I talk with God about most things. I keep to myself with a lot of things because I know that a lot of the things I say won't be respected. So what's the point of saying it? So you have to be intentional about these things. And sometimes you have to be willing to just keep your mouth shut and not feed the trolls, as I kind of showed there. Like I could have kept it going, but I was just like, I'm just gonna hide this guy because he's just not helping, and like not arguing, but denying and also defaming and everything else. So, shout out to the person who gave the 1 like. There's probably been like 50 people who've passed through this, and there's 1 like. Genuinely, I think a lot of things I'm saying are decently helpful, but I probably need to do this in some kind of mastermind call or something else with people that pay to be there or something so they can actually like benefit from it. I don't know. Point is, like, it's so beautiful to have all these thoughts and whatever, but ultimately, like, you're not gonna be able to do everything you'd like to do, so just be intentional with that. I have some poetry books I need to still write. I have some other things I need to do, so planning and optimizing your life for that is important, whatever the thing you want to optimize your life for. So like with a lot of people, they have like they might make goals or something for you, like, okay, we're gonna put you on this track and you can do all these things, and that works for some people. It definitely doesn't work for everybody, and in my life it hasn't really worked for me. There's some things that's like, okay, yeah, this is working. I don't know what we're doing with this. These are not in Utah. Oh, well, for the most part. So tomorrow's Sunday. We got leaves. We got leaves in Utah, or leaves in wherever we're at, North Carolina. So we're just owning it, because when I get back to Utah, it's gonna be cold. So, but yeah, no, that's basically it. This is our 30 minutes. Was not super productive, but I think we said some things that need to be said. So, and maybe somebody will go back and listen to this and realize how ridiculous it was. But right now we're just going for showing up right now. That's all we're going for. So, yeah. Yep. That's that. It's been fun. Fun times. God is always going to show up for you, and he'll help you to have the experiences you need to have to help you get where you need to go. And he'll help you to steer in those directions that will take you also to where you need to go. So I do think there's something to be said about how like a longer live stream would possibly more likely to get more people because you're live longer. But yeah, is what it is. 30 minutes is what we're shooting for, and that's what we just did. So there we go. Bronson, what's up, dude? I appreciate it. We're just having a good time with the leaves. It's just so short. You're gonna die. We're running out of time every day. I really don't get when people just get really sad and upset about the smallest of things, because like it's all really temporary. So I want to do what God wants me to do while I'm here. Want to cherish the journey and be what he wants me to be and all that stuff, and the rest is what it is. So but I appreciate it. We'll be back on it tomorrow, as we do. And I might wake up tomorrow way early like I did today. We'll see. So ultimately, you don't realize or know how much time you have. So it's good to be intentional with the time you do have, and to not hand over your time so willingly to corporations or people that, you know, that it may not add up, may not return very well. There's been so many times where I've watched a bunch of Pokemon videos or something like that, just to feel something, because it's like I feel with the Pokemon, it's like, yeah, but it doesn't move me forward to my goals. And so it's kind of like you're sort of not really helping yourself. Ivan, what's up? We're just about to close up shop. This has been a pretty slow, chill stream, but it was fun to be with all the leaves. Yay! So probably make a quick little not longer video, but just like a quick little update video of some kind. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna sign off, but I'll see you tomorrow if you're here. So trust God, believe, go forward. Yeah. Stay true to you. Stay true to God. Be patient. Lol. Don't feed the trolls. Keep going. All right. That's it. No. Hello. Like a marshmallow. Me with all the leaves. All the leaves. Alright. It was fun. Take care, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.